Hey y'all, and welcome back to another podcast after many months. And y'all, I'm gonna sit up here and have to bring this podcast, this episode right now back with a banger. Cause this is something that's been boiling inside of me for quite some time, especially growing up with social media and stuff like that as I gotten older and everything, and even from personal experience that I have experienced from social media or even real life. And it's honestly sad. And now I'm gonna get y'all a background story or something like that of really why I'm gonna say what the topic is. And we can say it's black on black crime or black girl versus black girl. And the reason why I say that is because especially nowadays in our society and stuff like that, I can tell based off experience and stuff like that we have a tendency to judge someone that we think are like, hey, they look good, they look nice, their hair is beat down, bust down, if you will, or whatnot, like the face is beat, like if they look pretty. Like I feel like nowadays, like you can't even tell someone that they look pretty because the first thing we have a resort to do is side eye them. Like why? Please let that marinate in y'all minds right now. Like, why do we have a tendency to side or talk bad about someone who looks good and you ruining their confidence? This person probably never been confident ever in their whole life. And when they actually step out their comfort zone and stuff, we have a tendency to judge. Now, I ain't gonna say me because, baby, I like to support people because I know how it feels to not have that support. Especially trying to break out from wearing like wigs or wearing a sew-in or wearing braids constantly. I'm trying to embrace my natural hair. And I have faced hate from people. I went on their TikTok. I'm going to say it right now. I have went on their TikTok page and they can't even show their face. And I can tell you right now that they were black for a fact because I went on that page. And what I came to the conclusion is, it's like, why try to, let's say, bring down other people just for your own benefit, for you to feel good about yourself? You should honestly feel quite more ashamed because you just following allegations and stuff like that people have about us. And speaking from personal experience, that is just something to me that I just never really liked. I always wanted to be that friend that encouraged them. I always heart my friends' stories or something like that because I know that this is typically not something that they do because they are scared of what people have to say. And what I got to say nowadays is don't care what other people think. We be too corrupted nowadays. And I can say from Gen Z probably the most and stuff like that since like we are older now. And we were nearly all in our 20s or like still teenagers and whatnot. And, it's just the fact that we let social media corrupt us the most. And that's kind of what goes into our judgment and decisions when it comes to people. We get so easily in contact with saying negative things online and stuff like that to people who are actually stepping out their comfort zone or being very pretty and stuff like that, or just doing wig influencing and stuff like that, like people who are doing cosmetology and stuff like that, and they doing a good job, even nails. Like, instead of people saying something mean, it's just the fact you have to sometimes say stuff nice. And then I never understood that, y'all. Like, I promise you, I never understood why we giving so much hate in this world. And that's something that really makes me mad. Like, it pisses me off the most. And I can say that because I have so many friends and stuff. Like, I'm seeing them get out their comfort zone just like me. And I can see, like, how people want to hate on them instead of encouraging them. And I'm just like, y'all really need to pick and choose a side. Because sometimes with us, it's just like, girls have a tendency sometimes to quote unquote be more petty than like, dudes and stuff like that. And honestly, we don't be really beating the allegations, especially in real life. And I can say because I've been on a college campus for quite so many months now and I witnessed it. And it's honestly kind of sad because even though, you got different sororities, different frats and whatnot, it's just the fact that when you see a black girl and another black girl, instead of encouraging them and stuff like that, saying like, they look good or something like that, or you try to beat them by intelligence. It don't even have to be about looks, baby. It can be about intelligence. That put that emphasis on that, like real bad, because it's just the fact that you be thinking you feel intimidated by this other person, but all they want to do is just sit up in here and like be cool with you. But why you feel intimidated before you get to know them? Black on black crime. It's just the fact you can be like, I can't even say just black on black crime. It could be any race. And like, I promise you that. Like, I have other friends and stuff like that. It could just be any race. It's just the fact, speaking from experience, it could be a black on black crime type thing, especially with girls. And I have a lot of friends, of course, who are black, who are female. And I'm like, I watch them become entrepreneurs and stuff like that. And I support them. It's just the fact that I hate the fact how people can sit up here and diss somebody and stuff like that, talking about their stuff not good and this, and it be someone that your same skin color and sit up in here and be on the phone and say something negative. Like, baby, what are you doing with your life? Instead of being on the phone, actually go out here in this world and do something productive. You will understand that that karma gonna hit you right back in your behind, because when you sit up here and do it, it just follows. And I don't know why people do it. It's just sometimes this world has become so negative to the point you don't even feel like there's any positive in it. And trust me, that's something I've been realizing a lot in life right now, is that we have been fighting and stuff like that with each other, bickering, even beef. Oh, y'all don't understand. Even celebrities, even artists, man. Like, I really don't understand, like, why are we hating on each other so bad when we supposed to be building each other up? We already had to fight through things, fight through struggles and stuff. And even being black, you had to fight from, like, even racism. But why are you trying to sit up in here and hate somebody who is the same race as you? I don't understand it, and I never have. It's just something it just really made my blood boil, y'all. Like, I can't even really explain it to y'all. It's just the fact that we have to already beat racism allegations, stuff like that, racist allegations, everything. And I've faced that literally every single holiday and stuff like that, because you just walking, you the color of your skin, and boom. But it's a difference when you have someone the same exact race as you, judging you just like anybody else of a different race. That you should really honestly feel ashamed, because y'all supposed to be doing it together, but instead of y'all sitting up here being together and doing this, you hating on them. Like, what's the purpose in that? We supposed to be building a positive world, especially for the younger generation, but instead we are the ones that's corrupting it the most. So we let social media be a big part of our world so much now that we can't even think straight for ourselves. And honestly, when it comes to, like, let's say Instagram model, we could say the Kardashians and stuff like that. Like, they just I don't know, the Kardashians just usually pop into my mind when I think of stuff, but you see how people act like that sometimes. That's just how they always been raised since they was young, being on TV and whatnot. But it's a difference when you have different artists and stuff like that who happen to be black, but they bigger with each other. I can name a good couple. Like, we got Megan Thee Stallion, we got Nicki Minaj, we got Lotto, we got Ice Spice, we got Cardi B. It's just the fact that even being females and stuff like that, why are we hating on each other even in the music industry? And, like, I'm a fan of all these artists. It's just the fact I don't understand why we bringing them down. And I remember on the BET Awards, for instance, I forgot who the man was, and he's a really well-known, like, artist himself. And I really can't remember who it was, y'all. I'm sorry. But he was literally like, why are so many female, even female or black? Because we on the black, like, we literally on BET. So why we have, like, black female artists hating on each other online, literally bickering with each other, starting beef? It's like you are not making a good impact for the younger generation to look up on, because if they already seeing this mess, they gonna grow up corrupt, and then the world is just not gonna beat the allegations anymore. It go from racism to discrimination, all that sorts, and it's gonna be something that gonna constantly be around in the world because nobody's trying to make a change. I really don't understand, but it's just the fact to me. I personally believe that we could really beat it if we was to try. I feel like today and stuff, I feel like we shouldn't be scared to tell somebody of our same race, our same color, anything. Just sit up here and say that, even like they have like a beat down face or something like that, like bust down, anything. They look good head to toe. The fashion is there, baby. They trying to be a fashion model. They being a designer. Like, you encourage that. Because sometimes people go through battles behind closed doors, and that's stuff that I've literally witnessed that, even trying to start a YouTube channel, starting a podcast, trying to step out my comfort zone with social media. It's just the fact sometimes people need that encouragement to sit up here and say, like, yo, you're doing so good. You're doing an amazing job. And sometimes that's all that people needs to hear to keep going, instead of feeling so much hate from people who is literally just like them. Like, what sense does that make? Let that sink in today. Like, please let that sink into your minds, because I really feel like we can literally change and stuff like that if we actually want to grow up. Like, I'm going to say how it is. I feel like we too stuck on, like, our phones so much that we legit sometimes can't grow up in real life. And what I mean by that is that we don't even seem like we have a voice to speak in real life, in reality, instead of on the phone. We can tweet, we can text, we can comment anything that could be negative, but you can't sit up here sometimes and say that to somebody's face. So instead of sit up here trying to be negative all the time or spread hate, side eye, and all this type of stuff to someone and stuff like that, you feel intimidated of. Sometimes don't be intimidated because that person is just trying to live life, just like you. Really just trying to make it, trying to live life and stuff like that. They can have a big ego all they want. That's them. But the fact that you be a nice person and sit up here and just try to spread positivity and stuff like, hey, you doing a good job and stuff like that. Try doing that instead of sitting up here and being mean and spreading hate. Cause baby, y'all ain't doing nothing but looking a fool trying to do that. I promise y'all. Like I be looking at these TikTok comments and stuff. Y'all are literally embarrassing. I gotta say how it is, because if you can't sit up here and have the courage to come on a podcast like me or something like that to say it, and I face hate, I have to learn how to embrace my voice, because the Lord gave me one and I'm going to use it. Try to spread some type of change, even though I don't have a big platform whatsoever. Barely have any subscribers on YouTube, barely followers even on here. But I'm still going to try to use the little small platform that I have to make a change, because that's something that we need. And I do not care what anybody else sometimes now had to say, because, I face hate. I face hating everybody every day. I feel discouraged majority of the days, but I'm still going to try to go, even though I will sometimes you break down, and that is okay. But it's the fact that we have to make a change today to sit up here and actually do it. So next time you sit up here and see somebody who is literally doing the best they can, and you see like their fashion tastes good, tell them that you like their drip, you like the freaking outfit, bro. Like, just tell them that, because sometimes that's all a person needs. Tell them that their makeup look good or something like that. Like anybody, like the nails, the hair. Like I can't even explain to y'all. Like sometimes people just need that encouragement to keep going. And honestly, that's something that you need yourself probably too. So instead of judging, instead of side-eyeing and stuff like that, actually make a change and let that sink in today. And that's the topic for today. Black on black crime, black girl versus black crime, whatever that may be. But that's just speaking from experience to me. And honestly, it just be on any type of crime, really, because it's just something that you have to look at in the word it is, instead of looking on a phone. Look with your real eyes and stuff like that. If you start seeing things by faith and instead of by sight all the time, because you sometimes have to believe and use your voice in real life instead of texting and literally commenting on a phone to sit up here and prove your point. Because what point are you proving through a screen? It's a difference from real life, baby. Just keep it in mind. You could sit up here and say something in real life and it just be as effective, but sometimes even worse on social media, because people don't know how you interpret things. So next time, think before you speak and stop side-eyeing people and everything, because that's something that just really, really gets me, is when people want to sit up here and catch an attitude too. I don't get it. Attitudes exist with people, like you just see it all on their face and stuff like that. Like I said, y'all, we just really got to change for the better. And honestly, I hope y'all just try to do the same thing as me, because we just all trying to make it in this world, and that's all we really can do. So next time you see something, just be a light instead of a cloud, like a freaking thunderstorm or something, whatever you want to like make the reference to. Actually start being like a positive person and stuff like that to somebody, because sometimes people just need it, because that everybody confidence is high. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this little topic. Hopefully I'll be making more for y'all soon, and I see y'all guys next time. Bye.